you know, disappointed that they couldn't claim maximum points from the amount of chances they created. Well, that man on your screens was the center of attraction yesterday, our center referee from Kwara State. But I mean, it took about an hour for the second half to be restarted, and you could tell that in his decisions in the second 45, you could see, how it impacted in that second half as far as refereeing decisions are concerned. But at the end of the day, sports shared these two sides. Bakaliki will be going back to Ebonyi State with a maximum of 1 point. That has seen them remain where they are in the Conference B standings. They stay third. First Bank stay rooted at the bottom, at the foot of the table. Well, today we go over to Conference A. Inter Lagos up against Crown FC. Crown FC coming into this one fresh from a 0-0 draw, home to the winner Wales of Sunshine Stars and Inter Lagos. I mean, table toppers heading into this game with all the confidence, securing an impressive 3-0 win away from home to Edel FC. That's what table toppers do. So they come here on home soil, hoping to build on that against this Crown FC side.
And that's just the idea, having two sides who are actually gone in for the top, first against third. If yesterday was tough, then you expect something tougher this time around. You expect two sides who understand this game so well, who are actually out there to get promotion. And it's just been more difficult this time, having the top four teams go on. So it's just one team going out of that conference to move on to playing the Super 4 and become the champion of that conference, straight up without having to have the Super 8 like we mentioned earlier. So Inter Lagos have shown some beautiful football. They've done what a couple of Lagos teams have done. I think they must have drawn motivation from the likes of Ikorodu City, who came all the way from the same route to become the top team in the MPFL just within 2 seasons. So you look at all those things put together, we're expecting a beautiful football from the Lagos side. And Crown FC have got the experience. They want to bring all of that right here and turn things around for the first time in a long time.
This is the reason we are here today. Inter Lagos against Crown FC of Bomosho. Just two sides separated by 5 points on the log. I mean, Inter Lagos looking like favourites to secure this one. Well, as far as the log is concerned, Beyond Limits not too far away in second, and Crown FC in third on 14 points. Inter Lagos top of the table with 19 points. Just to mention, talking about this Conference A standings, so you've got 9 teams vying for a spot. I mean, it was supposed to be 10, but Dakada FC withdrew from the league at some point in the season, so points taken against them just took from every team. So it makes this group an interesting one.
I love the beautiful faces who have also come to see this game. They understand what it is, and that's what the Lagos teams have been able to bring to football. Beyond just coming to watch them play football, they've been able to bring that vibe, that swag into the football game. And you must give it to other teams also from other states. But I think Lagos are bringing in more teams, and it makes it even more interesting. So coming into this game is something really interesting we're looking forward to. And most likely, they will be looking to get a victory. The last time they played Crown FC, they had a draw on their own home ground against Sunshine Stars. So they want to turn things around, and we're ready for this one.
A beautiful season played so far by Inter Lagos, and this is the venue for this matchday 11 clash, the iconic Onikon Stadium, now fondly called the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. Inter Lagos just hoping to emulate the fairy tale run that Ikorodu City have shown so far since their inception. Inter Lagos, a club formed in 2023. I mean, had a beautiful run in the President's Federation's Cup a couple of seasons ago, and the top flight is the holy grail as it stands, and they would want to play top flight football come the end of the season. And I mean, they are 114 to achieving that goal, because I mean, it's still a lot of games to play. Just 11 match days into the season. They've got some couple of interesting games. They've still got some more results to acclaim. So it's not showing at the moment, but with the way they've played, with the way they are going, I dare say it would be a surprise if they don't finish the season as the top team in that Conference A standing.
A difficult one to give a reply to, but it's just about everybody hoping in the end the consistency will be needed, and I think that's what the Inter Lagos have been able to do. If they were able to go away to Crown FC to get a draw in this game, then they'll be looking to actually outscore them to get a victory. Most importantly, keep their defense tight and make sure they are also clinical in front of goal. The attackers will be looking to put all the energy into this one because they need the victory, and it makes it just beautiful from start to finish. So teams know each other already. They've met a couple once or twice, and this is where it all happens with what we've got at this point in time. So let's take it one at a time and look at who plays better. I said something yesterday, the first 20 minutes will give us a clear picture. But in the end, the first 20 minutes actually just told us what the first half would look like, not what the whole 90 minutes would look like. The second half was the total difference of what we have. And let's look at what will happen today between these two sides.
We are ready for kickoff. Inter Lagos, the majestic leaders of the Conference A standings in the NNL, host Crown FC, the dauntless challengers in a clash of wills that promises to be breathless and yearning for more. The Mobolaji Johnson Arena is where these two teams will lock horns, and it promises to bring all the fireworks and all the drama. This is a game you want to miss, or you wouldn't want to miss rather, for anything. Will Inter Lagos' relentless march to glory continue unabated, or will Crown FC's indomitable spirit ignite something in this fixture here today? For Inter Lagos, here's how the home side follows. Just one change from the team that secured that impressive win away at NNL FC. Idowu Quadri comes into the starting lineup. The only change for head coach Shakiru Giwa in the starting lineups today. So for the other players, they retain their position in the lineup, and that man Gafar will be hoping to do the goal scoring job today for Inter Lagos. So they've got interesting players across their ranks, and hopefully on home soil they will be hoping to do the job against this Crown FC side. Our center referee is Kabiru Sadiq. He'll be assisted by Afini Quadri, Garba Musbao, and Alabi Safil, your team of officials for this match day 11 clash here in Lagos. Captains of both sides just receiving the final instructions from our center referee Kabiru Sadiq. Well, as far as the visitors are concerned, they've made some couple of changes to the starting lineup, fresh from that draw at home to Sunshine Stars. Mudashiru Olamilekon comes into the starting lineup. Maxman Beautiful Ganiu also will be hoping to lead the line to maximum point today. Emmanuel David also restored to the starting lineup in this fixture. A much needed change, I want to say, for the experienced head coach Fatai Osho, who is leading this Crown FC side as they continue their push into the top flight for next season. Well, he's experienced, talking about the head coach Fatai Osho, and I mean, he's been brought into this side to replace Deji Ayeni, who left for Enyimba. But as far as Enyimba is concerned, so many things going on with that football club, but we'll stick to Crown FC. And Fatai Osho didn't have the best of spells outside Nigeria, in Benin Republic, his previous job. But indeed, he's got the mettle to lead this side to their desired target. So you've seen the lineups from these two sides. You want to whet your appetite, you want to whet your expectations. And this game is something that I am keenly looking forward to. As though you've seen the changes, you've seen the managers. Does anything strike you as far as the lineups are concerned?
Nothing really. I just want to watch the players play football. Positions on table is very much important. And first and third is what we have mentioned earlier. I'm just taking my mind back to what happened in the first leg. It was a 1-1 draw. And like I mentioned earlier, Inter Lagos will be wanting to turn things around. Crown FC will also be coming with that mindset that they want to get a victory right here in Lagos, a ground where they are not playing for the first time. So understanding this game is really key, and these players have got to put all their hearts and focus in check, because you need to stay where you are, or at least do better than where you were before. You know these guys want to get up there, and that's one thing they want to do in this game. Talking about Crown FC, they want to get closer. If they win this game, they go 2 points closer to the top of the table, which is Inter Lagos, the team they have come to play. So it makes it easier for them if they get things right on the football pitch. But it's going to be a tough one, and looking at Inter Lagos showing why they are on top of the table.
Central referee looks to his watch. Just waiting to get this one rolling. A win for the home side. Inter Lagos will see them extend their lead at the top of the Conference A standings. And a win for the visitors will see them continue to fight and draw closer as far as the top of the table is concerned. Beyond limits, sandwiched in between these two sides in the log. We'll just be watching as they persecute their own game away at Sunshine Stars. We're underway in Lagos. Inter Lagos, the home side, against Crown FC, who are the visitors in this clash here today. Will the home side's momentum prove unstoppable here today, or will the visitors' resilience prove the difference? I urge you to buckle up. We are in for a breathtaking game of football, I will presume. The away side looking bright in their yellow attire, attacking the goal to our left-hand side. Inter Lagos, the home side, playing from left to right. Hopefully we got to see goals on this one. Stark contrast to what we witnessed yesterday between Firstbank FC and Abakaliki FC.
Surely there were chances created, but on this side, we're looking at what Inter Lagos will be looking to do. The youthful, fearless, playing football team with the confidence of a club that believes its story is only just beginning. And we're looking at Crown FC, who are battle hardened. They've also got that streetwise mindset, a team that knows how to suffer, scrap, and also strike when it matters most. They will be looking to break Inter Lagos when it matters most in this game. Hopefully they start from the start and avoid conceding the first goal before anything that hits them at any point in time.
When you've got Warriors attached to your Elias, you need to prove your mettle on the football pitch. Great takedown, just too heavy on the right-hand side. Promising move from the home side, Inter Lagos. Bored by the home support here today. Thumbs up to the man he got the pass from. Lanio just couldn't keep that one into his stride.
That was a good control, well brought down, but the final ball he couldn't get to. You just wonder if he slowed down a bit right there. Had every reason to get that ball. Unfortunately, he was a bit slow on that end. Maybe we're looking to get a second opportunity. Hopefully he gets that.
Still probing Inter Lagos in the last couple of minutes. You want to play on the front foot, you want to get yourself on the front foot at the early stages of this game to assert some dominance, because the marksman for Crown FC just couldn't take that one into a perfect position. Berufu Ganiu has fouled his marker in the process. A hand of apology from Ganiu.
That was a hard tackle. He got the ball cleanly. I think there was an elbow behind. Maybe not intentional. But this is the way he forced his way through. And that was some elbow. But the reaction was a bit belated. It was delayed. But I don't think he did too much to earn a penalty in that situation.
3 minutes into the start, Inter Lagos nil, Crown FC nil. The battle for top flight promotion very much on the line. Crown FC is still very much in the picture, even though they are 5 points below their hosts in the Conference A standings today. Infringement spotted handball. Free kick awarded in favor of the away side. Can they take advantage of this dead ball situation? Crown FC. Quite interesting if they break the deadlock in this fixture. You wonder if Mudashiru Olamilekan will try to hit this one direct. But it's going to give it a go. Just striked against the wall. And now Inter Lagos will look to break forward with purpose. Here's Olania Gafar coming forward with purpose. He's going to walk the angle for a strike. Decided to go for placement, but not too far away. Decent try from that man, Gafar. Well, it's been the live wire for this Inter Lagos side. Just 4 minutes, you can make that 5 into this game. And All the good works of Inter Lagos have come down that right-hand side.
It was a beautiful move. Had a great decision to make right there. Had his teammates help him and fake the other players away. Adigun Damilare running to the right like he was going to give him a pass, and he had one player caught to the other direction. Cuts in and whips that ball, but there was no call. A bit of a caller would have helped him put that ball in the back of the net, but hits it and wide off the goalkeeper's right.
The first goal in the previous fixture, sandwiched in between Uchenna and Bayer's strike to give Inter Lagos a 3-0 win away at NNL FC in their match day 10 clash. Hoping to score in back-to-back games here today. And it looks like he's ready. Looks like he's in the mood. Uchenna, who got the opener, captain in the side today. It's been an entertaining first 5 minutes. Crown FC just trying to grow into the game as they try to play out from the back now. Here's Morayo Oyelami, the goalkeeper. A bit of a worry here for Inter Lagos. Akinope Aziz is able to walk himself back on his feet. Some discomfort, but thankfully he's able to carry on.
He knows what is at stake, and hopefully he won't have to go down again at any point in time. Players must put in their energy, go all out, and to get the results. That's the situation they find themselves. They understand that they are getting to that pinnacle, and this is where all of the energy is needed.
Indeed, where all of the energy is needed. Well, Inter Lagos had a brilliant first half of the season. It was their second game in the second stanza. Impressive win away from home to kickstart the second half of the season. They played 8 games in the first half of the season. Scored 13 goals, conceded 7. 5 wins, a draw, and 2 losses from their 8 games in the first half of the season. Been formidable here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. Hoping to build on that impressive home form against this Crown FC side. But as far as our games here is concerned, NNL FC, who they defeated away from home last time out, they also picked up a point here against same opposition. Won by 2 goals to 1. One here against Beyond Limits by 1-0. One here against the winner Wales of Sunshine Stars by 2 goals to 1. We're swashbuckling here against the Ijele FC, where they won by 4 goals to 0. Hallmark of a side who are top of the log and chasing promotion into the top flights. This one is not going to be easy. Crown FC also good in their own right and can pull up a surprise at any time. 9 minutes of action here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. Still no goals to report on this match day 11 Conference A clash in the Nigerian National League. Just to remind you once again, we talked about the promotion formats into the NPFL for next season. The top 4 teams from the 4 conferences will be qualifying directly into the Nigerian Premier Football League. Then a Super 4 to determine who would be the champions of the NNL season. Inter Lagos finally placed as it stands to become a top flight team for next season.
They've really pushed, they've worked hard, and you can see it from the start of this game, taking advantage of their home soil. and even going away to pick up some points.
It's Gafar. This time couldn't go past his marker, Mudashiru Olamilekon.
Trying to find his way through, unfortunately it couldn't work. That's the recap. That was a good tackle from that man, Mudashiru Olamilekon. And what he was trying to do right there was to just hit the ball at Mogochukwu Anozie, but it didn't work out as planned. That means Crown FC have a goal kick.
A collision there between two opposition players. Both men have stayed down. Ganiu for Crown FC. The number 9 man. Looked like he went in full force. Colliding with his marker, Aziz. You wonder who came off force that one, but it's a collision. The medical team need to take all the time to ensure both set of players are okay and ready to carry on. It was Idowu Quadri, beg your pardon, who stayed down for Inter Lagos.
And it was against beautiful Ganiu, the number 9 man. I think Ganiu's shoulder hit the other player, and it was just the sign that he had to go down, and he rolled in some excruciating pain.
Shakiru Giwa just animated on the sidelines. He would definitely hope that Idowu Quadri will be able to carry on with this game. The only change he made to the starting lineup today. And here is his counterpart, the experienced Fatai Osho, former Akwa United head coach. He's been there in the top flights. Veteran in the NPFL, coached several teams across board. Now hoping to restore Crown FC into the top flights.
A tough job for him, especially in the league where you have some top clubs also playing. Inter Lagos has been one of them. They've shown the quality they've got. They've shown how much they want this. And you know it's going to be really difficult to get through in a situation like this. Beyond Limit FC is also here. Remember, they qualified the last time and they had to sell that slot off. You still have Sunshine Stars FC, even though they are distance away. They are number 5 and just 3 points behind Crown FC. So if they drop points here, it means they might also drop down. And that's why they are pushing all out. A lot of job and a huge headache for that man, Patayosho, doing it for Crown FC with this quality of teams we've seen so far.
For all his experience, for all his expertise, this side are yet to win away from home so far in the NNL season. Lost away at Gateway United by 2-1. Lost away at Sunshine Stars by 1-0. Lost away at Beyond Limits by 3-1. Lost away at Ori Wolves by 2-1. Here today hoping to pick their first win away from home. I mean, no better way to do that than against the league leaders, Inter Lagos. Tells you how massive a job it will be come the end of 90 minutes.
You actually throw the doors open or throw the table open, because it will now be 2 points and for Inter Lagos, while they will also close it down as quickly as they can. And that's why they need to get a victory here, even though it looks almost impossible based on what they've done as a team on paper this season, not being able to get an away victory. But it starts from somewhere, and that's why they're pushing really hard for this one.
Well, it's been the busiest of the 2 goalkeepers. The man in goal for Crown FC, Marayo Oyelami. Just we'll be hoping that his team will be returning to Bomosho with his clean sheet intact and hopefully a maximum point. clean sheets. Such an achievement for goalkeepers in football games, making sure you don't concede, keeping your side in the game all through. Got a goalkeeper who won the Man of the Match award in the clash here yesterday. Cross into the box. Crown FC now trying to ask some questions. Ganiu charged in. The referee with a decision to make. Seems like he's assured. He's stuck to his guns. Has he given a corner? So we will be taking a second look at that collision. Well, there was a high boot, was raised. Emmanuel David was at the end of it.
That was actually a dangerous tackle. If he gives a penalty, I will feel it's deserved. You saw a player coming, there was no need taking your boots high again. Emmanuel David is back on his feet, and that's the thing that brings back joy. But the referee has taken his decision, given a goal kick in that situation.
Lucky man, Jeremiah Ima.
Very lucky. If he had given a penalty sincerely, there will be no doubts he was deserving.
Saying more than a quarter of an hour played in this fixture. Crown FC now growing into this fixture, cross into the box, headed out. A poor touch there, just taking it out for a throw-in in favour of the home side. Sadiq maybe not noticing his teammates behind.
Rewan Sadiq was just going to drop that one for his teammate. Unfortunately, didn't go as planned. It was just that good ball that he would have dropped him for. The man who almost got the goal earlier, who was almost causing the penalty for, or getting the penalty for his team, Emmanuel David. He was just going to do a backhand drop of the ball to make it easier, maybe to make a cross or make a run. But I think he miscued, or it was a misinformation kind of. Just unfortunate for Crown FC. They're actually pushing forward, but we've not seen the heat, the heights where we want to see in the first half. Maybe they're saving the best for the last. And you know, starting a game at 3 p.m. in Nigeria at this point, the heat also is what they are careful about, if you ask me, just to make sure they don't have too much energy burns in the first half.
Concern here for Idowu Quadri. This is an opportunity that he would definitely want to take advantage of. The only change in the lineup today, and now looks in some real discomfort as he continues to receive treatment on the sidelines. In the meantime, Inter Lagos will play with a man short. So they would hope Idowu Quadri will be able to carry on with this game. Great through ball from Ganiu, just couldn't play that one to perfection.
I think he got a better idea than we thought. I thought he was going to play that ball outside, but looked at the run of his play. I was just going to put it in between the two defenders, but unfortunately, it was a miscued pass in the end. Not perfect, just an easy stopper for the defense of Crown FC. Inter Lagos have got to take advantages like this if they truly want to stay up that table. Yes, even if they lose, they will still remain on top. But something has got to give. Better lead will be needed to make sure that they finish on top of that conference in Group A, or Conference A rather.
Throwing for Crown FC. Still playing with a man short. To get himself back in this game. In the meantime, Ajabi Saviour will hope and concede from this long throw. Comes into the box. Well dealt with by the defense of Inter Lagos, but danger not entirely cleared. Beautiful. Ganiu this time the strike. Well, not too far away. From long range, trying to catch the defense off guard. Beautiful Ganiu couldn't take it into his stride, but was able to tee off his teammates. Was able to make that strike. Good attempt in the end, but not just good enough for Crown FC. That strike was from Akeem Abdullahi. And it's looking like Ido Quadri would just be making way for waits for formation of that one. Definitely be able to, or might not be able to carry on in this game. Interlagos continue playing with man short, and they will hope they don't concede before he's been replaced.
Now some time to get a goal, and it'd be so painful to have that man taken off completely. He would have loved to finish this game, but injuries will always happen. I saw his change in the first half in the game yesterday. I was seeing another one again. Hopefully he's a better player coming on, or a player who can match his standards, because he's not done badly in the first few minutes.
Tidy football there from the goalkeeper, Mariah Oyelami. Just not able to time his wrong there. Beautiful Ganil, just straight offside before he could get to the end of that one. 21 minutes of action here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. Still Interlagos nil, Crown FC nil. Football looking for the run of Voyadele Adebayo. The pass just too heavy. Goalkeeper coming off his line really well to claim that one.
That was the first touch from the man who just came on. Almost getting that assistant for his team, and you love what he just did right there. The number 23 man. Oyedele would have just been perfect, but I'm a bit of a delay, or maybe a pass really a bit hit harder than normal from Basit, and got that one to the goalkeeper straight up. I think Interlagos have those line breaking passes, and that's what they're looking forward to taking advantage of. But maybe they just have to get it better in the next couple of passes that he'll be making. Just a sign that they have something to offer. And the team coached by their current coach, Shakiru Giwa, will be looking to change something in this encounter with those passes.
Just going to check on his player, the head coach Shakiru Giwa. Great show of care there from the manager to his player. A chance now for Crown FC. The striker's ball was tame from his weaker left Sadiq. Well, he will be disappointed with that attempt. Clearly he knows he could do better. Chance gone begging for the away side. And Interlagos, the home side now, with some defending to do. And the man who's come on to replace the injured Idowu Quadri. Just making sure that nothing comes of that one for Crown FC. A corner for the visitors now. Can they take advantage? It's going to be an end swinger from the right boots of Sadiq. Corner comes in. Great goalkeeping from Savio. On the break now, Interlagos, poor pass in the end from Uchenna. Have been denied by those final balls, Interlagos. So far, not been able to make those final passes into those danger area. Lani Ongafar had a bright start to this game. But it's been kind of a little quiet in the last couple of minutes. Sliding tackle there from Mudashiru. Seems like he's hurt himself in the process. Throwing his body in the line there to prevent that attack for the home side on that right hand side.
Very needed in that situation. But that was a dangerous tackle. Lucky not to pick up a yellow card from the referee. One thing he would just be sure of was that he didn't actually show studs. But that's sure Lamileko doing so much on that left back position. This man will also count himself lucky not to have picked up an injury from that tackle. Adigun Damilare. Interlagos are still calm. I think both of them are playing carefully. Like I mentioned earlier, they're trying to save some energy for the later part of the game. I'm sure we're going to be seeing that heat increase once we get to that point.
Another clearance from Mudashiru. Cleared and out for throwing for the visitors. Well, after a bright 5 to 10 minutes at the early stages of this game, it's been a bit drab in the last couple of minutes. We've seen 26 minutes of action here in Lagos. Still awaiting the very first goal of this encounter. Table topping Inter Lagos against third place Crown FC. Here's Boma Eric. Came on for Idowu Quadri, who couldn't continue after that injury. Here's Emmanuel David for Crown FC. Hacked down by Boma Eric. Free kick for Crown FC. Seems Fataya Show is not too pleased. That tackle in front of him. Clearly a kick there from Boma Eric. Cue the grievances from Fataya Show.
Very much intentional. Well shielded off the ball. And what Boma Eric would do is just take the legs off Emmanuel David off the ground. He has to be careful. And the referee also has to be watchful with his assistant referees. Much of this has to be done. And one thing I've noticed in the first 30 minutes of this game, or almost 30 minutes of this game, is it looks like both coaches understand the game of chess. They're trying to take it at full speed at some point, sometimes at slow speed. One side is looking to impose the rhythm. The other side always is looking to disrupt it. And when the other side tries doing the same, it's vice versa. And makes it really interesting to watch. It now becomes a game where you'll be looking for who is going to become the king at the end of the day. By maybe imposing the authority or improving on their tactics with maybe players on the bench or turning and the ones on the pitch, one or two tricks to break past the defense, and we'll see the first goal. And then from there, we start knowing who the Royals are.
Cooling break for these two sides. And as we all know, cooling breaks, it's another time for both head coaches to dish out further instructions to their players.
Very needed. Sometimes the players are really stressed or maybe confused at what they are doing. You just notice that the last 15 minutes of the game might just have a change because they've actually gone back to the coach and he has reminded them this is not what we had as a plan for the game. Or okay, this is what we had. These guys have gotten our moves. Let's just add this to it. And before you know it, the first goal comes out.
Approaching the half-hour mark in this fixture. Who will yield first in this game? The man in goal, Ajabi Savio. Just calling for his defense to stay focused. Oh, we're going to see another long throw. Haruna Abutu will take this throw for Crown FC. Well, he was man of the match in their 0-0 draw against Sunshine Stars. The right back sending the throw into the box. A bit of a confusion. Just waiting to pounce there. Interlagos eventually clearing their lines Crown FC still trying to come forward, but this time a bit of a miscommunication there between the Inter-Lagos players. Possession given away chiefly back to Crown FC. Great through ball into the box. Sadiq has been adjudged to have gone into an offside position there. Maybe ran too early. Spotted by the assistant referee on the far right.
That was a tight one from my view. And that would have been a beautiful move. Taking advantage of that mistake. He was clearly onside actually. Didn't see that coming, and the man was so certain that he was onside. Sadiq Riowan. Unfortunately, the referee caught that one. Actually, the assistant referee. And they've got to work on that again so we don't keep having these errors. It's normal in football actually. Thanks to VAR. Hopefully he gets into the NNL soon.
Yet to get VAR in the MPFL. You want to get it in the NNL, that's a big jump, but nothing is impossible.
Who says we can't have both of them at the same time? It's a huge leap if it happens. I won't be surprised if we get to see it soon. Sincerely, I won't be surprised, because we've got what it takes to make it happen. It's just about putting square pegs in square holes.
Well, the impact of the video assistant referee, clearly much seen in football games. Had it been in use, that offside call have been properly checked, but it didn't lead to a goal, so maybe nothing to say much about that one. Throwing for Crown FC as he's on hand to make that clearance.
I think the players on the left for Inter-Lagos have not really had so much to do. You hardly seen that man, Akinokbe Aziz, doing so much on the pitch. But called upon once, and he goes on to deliver as quickly as possible. The ball looked so unassuming, almost getting to the winger. But he was there to clear it for a throw-in. Maybe another long throw this time.
Throw from Haruna. B2 comes into the box. We emphasized on how teams are trying to take advantage from these throw-ins. Not new to football games across the globe now.
Shouldn't just depend on corners alone or free kicks. Long throws are very much part of the game. I mentioned JJ Okocha yesterday, maybe not too much of a detrimental thrower, but Robbie Delap was one of those great guys from Stoke City back in the days.
Corner comes in this time, it's an in-swinger. Causing troubles in that 6-yard area. But I need to watch it. Inter-Lagos, they've been shaky from those balls.
That was some late clearance, almost walking to the back of the net. You must give it to that man from stopping the ball. Sonaventure.
Another corner comes in, this time too deep. Header was sent back into the 6-yard box, but this time Saviour in goal handled it brilliantly. And now a chance on the break for Inter-Lagos. Can they make this one count? One touch too many, but he's been able to tee up his marker. This time the strike comes in, he was blocked. Bodies on the line. And it's that danger man, Gafar Olanio. Hit that one with venom, with power. A great block from the Crown FC defense, preventing that one from going on target. Aminu Abubakar just throwing his body in the line.
This is really physical, tactical at that point. Great strike from that man. He's been really the trouble man for the opposing team. The number 20 man, Olanio Gafar, struck that one and was setting the ball to get into the back of the net. Unfortunately, it was well blocked.
On a taken shot this time, but the eventual cross was wayward.
You wonder what the target was. Maybe if there was a post there, would have said he was trying to just aim at the goalkeeper, or puts that one as a lob into the back of the net. Too much of a hit, and he must be surely disappointed at that kick.
It's looking like if they want to get anything from this game, it has to come from that man, Gafar Olanio. It's been a live wire, it's been a bright spark in that attack for Inter-Lagos.
He's covered every blade of grass in that attack. everywhere you find him, causing some troubles. Drives through, makes those passes. Maybe they've not been perfect, but that strike would have just been a way to get a goal. He's also taking the throws.
Long throw into the box, headed out by Aminu Abubakar. Gets a handshake from Mudashiru Olamilekon. Oh, stay tucked in. Serious looking footballer.
You could start mentioning names of players like this.
The likes of Cesar Aspilicueta, always tucked in for 90 minutes. You wonder how he does it, even with the sliding, the contesting for area balls. Always looking serious.
There surely will be checks to be sure that no part is pulled out.
Ten minutes left to normal time in this first 45. Inter Lagos nil, Crown FC nil. Free kick for the pride of Lagos, deep in the half of Crown FC. Mano David coming back to help in defensive duties for his side, but in the process, it's giving away a free kick.
That's a beautiful court. Well deceived, Emmanuel David. If he had driven in, he would have had more options. Because if he had driven in, he would have had more options to either make passes or make a cross into the box.
Chance for the home side. Good looking ball sent into the box by Gafar. Headed out once again by the defense of Crown FC. That centre back pairing of Hakeem Abdullahi and Ugochukwu Anozie have stood tall from heavy threats thrown at them by the attack of Inter Lagos so far. And the home side showing they can dish out a long throw of your own. Another chance to strike, blocked once again by that same man, Aminu Abubakar. Can they break forward? Here's Emmanuel David on the left-hand side, trying to steady his feet. Well, as he's found his teammate on the right-hand side to strike. Well, the referee has said play on. Another break for Inter Lagos. The fans are loving every bit of the action right now. Ibrahim has stayed down for Crown FC, but Inter Lagos will play on. True ball down the middle, caught out by the captain off the side. And now it's for an Inter Lagos throw-in.
The referee will run back and to go check. It looked like he was brought down actually. He had made some very lovely moves, but I think he was one touch too many. There was a time he had to release that ball, but maybe he was trying to find the perfect time to do it. The referee said Ibrahim Abdullahi wasn't fouled. Look at the move once again. He wasn't actually touched. He went down on his own. Good call from the referee. A great response from Inter Lagos, taking the ball straight up. But the passes in that final third have really let them down. If they could work that on, or work on that, we should be having them maybe contest to get the first goal in this game.
Acrobatic clearance from Mudashiru. This time hit long to the opposition half. Poor pass, caught out and intercepted. Won back quickly by the home side. And now we've got Alanio. It's 1v1 with Mudashiru. Tries to go past two yellow shirts. Went down in the end. Couldn't get the decision from the referee in that instance. And now Crown FC will get a free kick off their own. Alanio has stayed down for the home side. Trying to walk the angle to his favorite left foot. And maybe hopefully bend one into the corner. But impeded in that instance.
The referee must have seen that clearly. Felt it was a simulation or maybe a light touch. And didn't expect him to go down. He's back on his feet again. The young man is really playing some good football. really a trouble to the team. Alani Gafar went past the first, almost did same to the second. You expected him to run to the ball, but maybe he felt he was not going to get that one and just had to go down. Seeing if we could buy some favor from the referee, but unfortunately, it didn't work as planned. And there was a good defensive work also for Crown FC. I must give them kudos. They've been really watertight at the back. And like you mentioned, the guys there, Hakim Abdullahi and Amnazi, have been doing a great job in that defense, Pierre.
Shove on the back. Hugo Chuku Anozie.
He has a lot of work to do on that side. Really a lot to stop this man. He's going to be on his feet for 90 minutes. Because it doesn't look like a man who's going to be taken off. Alani Gafar.
Into the final 5 minutes. Flows out of time to play in the first 45. Interlagos nil, Crown FC nil. Can they get the all-important goal before the halftime break? Cross into the box. Easy for the goalkeeper, Morayo.
I think they're rushing this one, the Interlagos team. Not confident up front. You must give it to the goalkeeper, Morayo Oyelami. He's been really confident in that goal.
There have been some couple of turnovers in the last couple of minutes. Both teams just giving away possession cheaply. But Crown FC will try again with Savio Akban. Mano David has played it one time, looking for the run of Sadiq Riwan, the goalkeeper off his line, to hit that one clear to safety.
Good communication between him and his player. Ajabi Savio running out there to get that one as quickly as possible. And he did it right. I think the two teams have not been patient in that final third with those passes. The passes have not been really timed. And that's why we're having these passes go either to the defender or to the goalkeeper directly. Sometimes you have to be patient before you make a cross. Look out for some other options, or maybe find a way to delay a bit to have your player in the perfect position, instead of just giving balls to the goalkeeper with ease. It makes it all boring in the final third. And I think the both coaches will be looking at this, Shakiru Giwa and Fatai Osho, most likely when they go into the second half.
Free kick for the away side. Sadiq Riwan, the favourite to take this one. Savio Akban, the man fouled. We are heading into the stroke of half-time. Can the away side throw a spanner in the works of Interlagos? Free kick comes into the box. Well dealt with by the Interlagos defence, and on the half volley, the strike from Mudashiru or Lamilekan. Gone in for the Stars, maybe.
I must say that was a beautiful cross from that man, Sadiq Riwan. Hit that one really perfectly. Unfortunately, had no head to connect. But it's just a sign that they've got it, Crown FC, for situations like this. They've got a man who can help them with those passes.
Yes, Ganiu on the turn. Possession still with Crown FC. Mano David. The poor pass. Maybe he decided to go for the wrong option in that instance.
Poor communications between the players on both sides. And this has led to a lot of steals and turnovers.
Here's Uchenna for Interlagos. Another strike just above the goal. You could see Lanio Gafar not too pleased that Uchenna decided to go all alone. He was free on the right-hand side.
The last time he had the ball, he was going to make a cross. I just mentioned that he was in some kind of rush. And this time around, he's hit the ball so hard. That was a rugby strike, really agricultural. Take your time when you have balls like that. Be certain. Yeah, we see players hit balls, but I think this is a time where they have to work on their midfield and also what the balls will be doing, what the players will be doing from the flanks into the box. This communication has got to be made near perfect for a goal to be able to come out of this game.
Here there might just be a 2 minutes additional time in this first 45. I've hit the 45th minute mark. Still awaiting our very first goal in this fixture. Handball from Habitu. Free kick for Interlagos. Confirmation of the 2 minutes at a time. Well, Azul, from the overall balance of play, what do you make of this first 45 minutes of action that we've seen here so far?
Errors have let the game down. Two teams with great intention. But in the end, their final third balls have been really appalling. They have to work on that as quickly as possible. But I love the doggedness. I love the fight from the two sides. Crown FC have really come as an away side. They've shown that they've got this experience in playing in the league. They've also shown that they've gone to the MPFL at some point in time. But something has got to be done. Fatah Osho has a bit of work to do to make sure that these players get those balls right when they get to the final third.
Chance for Crown FC, well, the one-time pass from Sadiq couldn't get the right precision. Into the final 30 seconds of the 2 added minutes. Would there be one final drama before the end of the first 45? Interlagos in possession. There's Agbabi Kinsley. Celebrated his birthday on Valentine's Day. Still Interlagos in possession. Good looking cross in the box. Just couldn't connect with the header. Debayo. I got a head to it, not the cleanest of connection. Always difficult when you're leaning back and trying to get a clear header in that instance.
I think Oyedele Adebayo should have done better with that one. He had the space to go higher, but unfortunately didn't. A poor header from him, actually.
And with that header from Bayo, it's led us to halftime here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. Well, it's been a game where we await our very first goal. The man for Interlagos, Shakiru Giwa, heading to the tunnel, hoping to weave his magic to his players in the dressing room as they come out for the second 45. Boma Eric, a premature substitution for the home side at the early stages of this first 45, coming on to help the defense to a clean sheet heading into the halftime break. Well, for the visitors, Crown FC, we've not been able to create too many chances. The marksman, beautiful Ganil, haven't seen much of chances creation from his midfielders, but still a lot to play for in the second 45 in this first versus third clash. Both managers with a lot of work to do as these two sides come out of the tunnel for the second half. But so far as this match day 11 clash is concerned, half-time score here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena is Interlagos 0, Crown FC 0.
What we do at Team 33, it's not just a business. There's power in being able to capture stories and being on a journey. Paying attention to the details. Really caring about the customer feedback.
On 5. Go shot 2.
Team 33 is a outside broadcast company.
Veteran actor. Go shot 5. Go shot 5.
We specialize in delivering top-notch multi-camera event coverage and live streaming services.
Still live at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. We've seen 45 minutes of action between Interlagos and Crown FC. Well, the fans here just trying to enjoy the very best of the action. There's pretty hot here in this part of the world, but so far they've seen no goal to celebrate. It's not a stadium filled to the brim, but so far the Interlagos faithful have done the very best they can to cheer their side to maximum points in this game. Still 45 minutes to witness in this match day 11 clash here in Lagos. Top of the table in Conference A, Interlagos, hoping to solidify and strengthen their position on top of the log as they continue to chase top flight promotion for next season. Crown FC 5 points behind their hosts on the log, hoping to get closer with maximum points here today. Well, in case you missed the first 45 minutes of action, we've got some of the high moments for you. Well, both teams heading out of the tunnel looking bright in their respective attire. It was the visitors who got us underway, but it was the home side who had a first decent try at goal. That man who has been everywhere for Interlagos, Olaniyan Gafar, with this very attempt, looking to bend that one into the bottom right corner of Morayo's goal. So close there for Interlagos. So this was a penalty shot for Crown FC. Came at the quarter-hour mark. High boots raised there from Bonaventure. We've seen penalties given for such incidents, but he would thank his stars there that he wasn't punished. This one a decent strike from a distance, right at the edge of the 18-yard area from Akeem Abdullahi. But so far, it was the first 45 minutes shy of real goal-mouth action as both teams couldn't break the deadlock after 45 minutes of action. We've still got 45 more minutes to play. Will the goals come in the second half? We'll keep our fingers crossed on that one. Definitely these fans want to see something to celebrate. They've made their way down here to enjoy this beautiful game of football. And so far, Interlagos and Crown FC are giving us the goals for the good. It is the Nigerian National League, the second tier of club football system here in Nigeria. Interlagos gunning for promotion into the top tier for next season. Crown FC continue to fight as it looks like a near impossible task to topple their hosts in the league standings as they stay behind with 5 points. But you know what a game we've seen so far. Expectations are high for the second 45. In case you're just joining us, this game is live on TX3 Sports, bringing you the very best of the action of the Nigerian National League, dubbed the most important league in Nigeria. Teams continue to fight for promotion. We've got 4 conferences in this game, in this league rather. Top teams from every of the standings who are making it to the MPFL. Conference A, B, C, and D. We've got action from Conference B yesterday between First Bank and Abakaliki FC. Today, Conference A action between Interlagos and of course the away side Crown FC. We've got more Conference B action to come much later in the week. The Noisy Lagosians, Sporting Lagos, will be playing host to Goswell Akpabio FC. Just before the second 45, we've got the reserve players from both sides being put through their paces. These players will be hoping they get called into the action as this game progresses. They've got opportunities to stake a claim for a starting bet in the subsequent games. For Interlagos, they've got interesting games to come, hoping to do better than they've done in the first half of this season. Well, impressive starts they secured in the first half of the season after 8 games. Hoping to match that or even do better than what they did in the first half of the season. They've begun with a plump with a 3 nil win away at Edel FC. And now they've got Crown FC. Well, up next is a fixture away from home against Beyond Limits FA. And that will followed by a visit here by Abia Comets. Back-to-back home games against Abia Comets and Heartland FC before they travel away to Akure to take on Sunshine Stars. And in April, they've got 2 home games to wrap up the season against Smart City and against Gateway FC. Interesting games to come here for Interlagos from now till the end of the NNL season. Just to recap once again, 8 games played in the first half of the season. 13 goals scored, 7 goals conceded. Well, as far as goals are concerned, the top goal scorer for the first half of the season is Bayer. Is yet to get himself on the score sheet today. Bayer's got 4 goals in the first half of the season. Most assists is that man, Olani Gafar, has been trying to get his name on the score sheet today. He's also got the most goal contributions. 3 goals and 2 assists for Olani Gafar so far this season for Interlagos. And the man in goal, Xavier, has made the most appearance of the season. No doubt the undisputed first choice for the Pride of Lagos. But from what you see so far, Azu, this is a game that looks like he's not going to hit the goals. But I mean, just before I get you on your thoughts, Azu, we'll go on a very short break, and when we return, we'll head straight into the second 45. Don't to go anywhere. Keep a lock with us.
What we do at Team 33, it's not just a business. There's power in being able to capture stories and being on a journey. Paying attention to the details. Really caring about the customer feedback.
On 5. Setback right 2. And go shot 2.
Team 33 is a outside broadcast company.
Veteran actor. Go shot 5. Go shot 5.
We specialize in delivering top-notch multi-camera event coverage and live streaming services.
What? Not a question. It's a culture. We Heart Africa Television. Louder than the noise. Built in Africa. Beamed to the world. We don't follow trends. We trend so others follow.
We're back for the second 45 here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena in Lagos against Crown FC. The visitors holding the home side to a scoreless affair so far after 45 minutes. So a bit of a pre-match ritual this is. A pre-second half ritual for the home side. Just praying to the God just before kickoff.
They did it in the first half, actually. So it's a ritual for both halves. Trusting that they will get it right, even with God on their side. I love the fact they are putting that into cognizance. But in the beyond that, you have to also be very focused and serious. You must have done your homework for God to also play his part. And that's what they will be looking to add up to right now. The boys have done a bit of it. They might have to do more in the second half. And it's going to be an interesting one for me. Like I said, they must have saved a bit of energy. It's now time for them to unveil what the coach, Shakiru Giwa, has done for them in the second half. Like tidbits he has told them to help them in this game.
Talking about prayers, the team dedicated the second half of their season into the hands of God, where the whole squad visited the church, led by the club owner. We'll keep our fingers crossed how things pans out for the second half of the season. The home side has got us underway for the second 45. The home side now attacking the goal to our left-hand side. Playing from right to left, the visitors, Crown FC. Playing from left to right. Free kick taken quickly. Great give and go there. Crown FC looking forward, looking dangerous, cross into the box. The struggle to clear their lines in that instance. The cross came in from Ibrahim Abdullahi. Less than a minute into the second 45, the visitors trying to get their noses in front. Here's Olania.
Such a great player. So confident on the ball and skillful. Chipped that one confidently and comfortably over his marker.
Surely is the man they will look up to. When you've created the most goals for the team so far this season, you are clearly going to be the main man. 3 goals, 2 assists for Lani Ogafar in the first half of the season. Here's our Crown FC in possession, deep in the opposition half. Mano David, too strong for Boma Eric, but the defender got the better of the attacker eventually. A great defensive work from Boma Eric, and he has won the goal kick for his side.
the exact reason he was the one who was chosen to get into the game. And that was a lovely move from the Crown FC man. Beautiful turn. Emmanuel David, so energetic. Beyond that, he had so many people on him, and you saw what Boma Eric did to just make up for the beating of the man in his team. He makes it really tougher for attackers, not just one player. And you see the fans actually maybe calling for his substitution. He might have been the major trouble they've had in that defense all game for Interlagos.
We're talking about substitution. The home side made a change just before the start of the second half. Njoku Uchenna making the way for Hassan. And now it's looking like the visitors might just be making a change of their own, but we'll wait for confirmation. Emmanuel David wants to carry on. He's back on his feet.
Still holding on to that part of his ribs. I think he was the one who was stepped on in the first half that was calling for a penalty. But after taking a look at that again, you will see that there was a contact with the ball. A clear contact with the ball from the defender. Like I said earlier, he was just fortunate not to have given away penalty in that situation.
It's been a slow start for the home side in the second 45. So Lanio is trying to weave his magic. That right flank. Cross into the box. Oh, the goalkeeper, has he kept it alive? Oh, the flag has gone up. The goalkeeper's protected these days. You wonder if that was given as a foul or as an offside, but he stayed down.
The captain trying to just plead his innocence right there. Looks clearly offside from the replay. I think that's what they saw first. But he also had some infringement on the goalkeeper. Having missed the ball, was trying to go back for it. He was going to show the goalkeeper off. And there was also a step on the goalkeeper's left foot. Actually unintentional. Trying to gain his balance and he missed that one. But a beautiful way to attack. But there should be more being done. I think they have to find a way to drive in beyond making those crosses. As the goalkeeper Murayo Oyelami has everything covered from the level of crosses they have been able to deliver actually.
5 minutes of action in the second 45. Still 0-0 in this Conference A clash in the Nigerian National League. Interlagos on the ascendancy. Across to the right hand side, a turn and a strike. Oh, decent try. And he's a weaker right foot, Solani Gafar.
The best move so far for Sporting Lagos today, or rather Interlagos actually. They started with the head balls, 2-3 head balls, gets that ball from the left to right, and look, another head ball dropped him for that man, Gafar. Hits that one brilliantly, but like you mentioned, that was his weaker foot. And you cut him some slacks for that one. Would have been the best of bests and goals that we would have seen this season.
A show of strength there from Emmanuel David. It looked like he went too hard. Too hard on Jeremiah.
He's actually a tough striker. Emmanuel David coming in from that wing. I think he hit him in the head and while trying to gain balance. Looks like he has shielded him, but Jeremiah also will not give up. A bit of a clumsy tackle also from him from the back. And the goalkeeper had to call the referee's attention, Ajabi Xavier, in that situation. It's really tough. The defenders are not agreeing to it. The strikers are also coming out tough, especially the Crown FC strikers. I think they'll be more physical, Crown FC. They're coming really hard when they go for the balls. Maybe, would I say they've been fortunate or they've been clinical at their assignment, not picking up cards unnecessarily in those situations.
Well, I've been talking about Gafar's goal contributions for Interlagos this season. He ended the first half of the season with 3 goals and 2 assists, scored in their last fixture against NNL FC. So you can make that 4 goals and 2 assists. Going for that top scorer, going alongside his teammate Bayer, who also scored against NNL FC last time out. Got a couple of players down now for Crown FC. Xavier Akban and Sadiq Rewan both down. Folded arms, Fatai Osho, wondering what he needs to do to see his side break the deadlock in this fixture. Well, for Shakiru Giwa, still got a lot to play for as far as promotion is concerned. Appointed in March 2025, formerly of Stationery Stores, took over from Gabriel Ezema with a goal of securing promotion to the Nigerian Premier Football League. So far, that goal remains intact. So free kick for Crown FC. Xavier continues to try to keep his side in this game. Now the way this man sets the ball for these free kicks, always looking like he wants to try from range. Mudashiru Olamilekon. Well, I'll be surprised if he tries from this distance. Indeed, he tried. He was very poor. Couldn't go past just the 2-man wall.
That was a direct hit at the defender. And in such situations, if you really want to hit from a distance and it's going to be a low drive, he said you should have somebody who's going to move the ball a bit for you. We saw that a couple of times with Tai was scoring from distances, hitting really hard. And he's sharing that same number, but not the same power to the ball, not the same accuracy also to the ball. He should be doing better. Mudashiru Olamilekon. He's done so well in his defensive duties, but that ball trying to put it in the back of the net has not been the best. Maybe he should just make a cross the next time or let some other man give it a try.
Oh, you wonder if he's going to be given a nod to have a goal from such distance, from a free kick?
It's possible. We've seen a couple who says we cannot have it right here in Nigeria.
Long throw into the box. Ball clearance. Almost putting a one into his own goal. There was no pressure. Almost costing his side in that instance.
I think the experience of Crown FC has kept them even calmer than the table toppers. It was really a poor clearance. Almost went into the back of the net. You wonder what he was thinking. That was a clearance without pressure. I'm surprised he had to hit that one that poorly. That looked like Kamadigun Damilari, who hit that ball poorly in that situation. He should be doing better, actually.
A bit of an issue here for Ajabi Xavier. Always the case for corner kicks. That congested 6-yard area. Players jostling for in-swingers, out-swingers. Free kick from Rion. Headed out by Buma Eric. And the clearance eventually to safety. So Olani just couldn't get there before the Crown FC captain. Mudashiru. So keeping hold of possession now, the visitors. Great crossfield ball to the right hand side. It's an offside call. Ibrahim Abdullahi is running into an offside position.
Second time he's been caught in that situation. The first one was actually a wrong call. Ibrahim Abdullahi was almost going to call the referee and call the attention that there was no offside there, but immediately has to take the marking. That's just how hard Crown FC have come into this game, looking to do everything to stop Inter Lagos.
Trying to play out from the back. Always a risk for teams to take. A great through ball now. Emmanuel David, he's got the pace. A promising chance for Crown FC. A through ball in the box. Ganil has fluffed his lines there. The best move we've seen from the visitors all game. On the plate for beautiful Ganil. You wonder if the pass was heavy or it was perfectly placed. But that was a chance for the visitors to get their noses in front.
Emmanuel David just created the chance of the game. He wasn't offside. How did he make such a poor move? That was a good pass. Completely missed it. Beautiful Ganil. Should be slotting that one easily into the back of the net. At least make contact with the ball. Just a contact and that will be enough for us to get the first goal in this game. But unfortunately, went on looking at his foot. Good to see that he's back on his feet again to continue the game immediately.
Restore to the lineup in this fixture. You wonder if that chance has done him any good ahead of the next game for Crown FC. Those are chances you want to take. You should convert. At least hit it on target. It was a poor attempt to get to the ball. The pass was perfect.
Each inch perfect, Emmanuel. Don't see that coming at all. Not from a man who's been really energetic in this game. They just start thinking, and he will just be praying in his heart that they don't lose this game. Because if they do, all hell will let loose on him at this point. I don't think any goal will come that easy. You might not get such a chance again in this game.
Quite interesting to see how he's going to pick himself up. Poor defending from Inter Lagos. He's done well enough to recover, to make that clearance. Aziz looked shaky in the last couple of minutes.
Okay, Aziz has not had too much to do, like I mentioned, but was able to catch up with Ibrahim Abdullahi, who he mistakenly let that ball get to. He was going to run into him or run just in front of him, but he was also taking advantage of his height and got that one cleared for a corner.
1 hour football played here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. Inter Lagos nil, Crown FC nil. Corner taken deep into the far side. Taken down by Mudashiru. The attempt was nowhere near the target. It's like a no-nonsense defender.
You want to say this is proper Nigerian Football League games or standard? Physical, tactical, emotional. Nobody backing down, nobody blinking first. When you go down, you have to get back up again because you don't want to be substituted unless you're fully injured and you cannot get into it.
Clearly, an Inter Lagos supporter. Done on the team's jersey. Standing mated where he's enjoying this game. Clearly not too pleased with what he's seen from the home side in the last couple of minutes.
You would have considered a goal. It would have been a goal down. That's the team topping the table with about 5 points ahead of same Crown FC they're playing against. And they've hardly created a good chance in this whole game. Maybe 1 or 2 flashes in the first half. The second half has been just almost one-sided when you talk about getting the chances on goal. So bad for Crown FC. They've not been able to put anyone in the back of the net. A poor tackle actually from Agabi. It was intentional. Went on Emmanuel David. He suffered one of the highest tackles in this game. He's been brought down a couple of times. Agabi Kingsley was the one who got this one done against him. Another free kick for Inter Lagos.
Small shade between these two sides in the reverse fixture of the time. Mudashiru once again this time decides to send a looking cross in the box and the header. The away side have drawn first blood in this game. Sadiq Riwan with a perfectly turned header. Stayed on side. Beautiful cross from Mudashiru Alaminekon. From those dead balls, he's been attempting the goal. This time decided to go for the cross, and he was inch perfect. Sadiq Riwan on hand to head home. It was the easiest of headers. And for all their dominance in the last couple of minutes, they've made it count here. Crown FC in front, the home side trailing.
Completely unmarked, just runs from behind, goes back past his marker. He was thinking he was offside, raising his hands to that one, but a beautiful header from that man, Sadiq Riwan. Takes advantage of the fact that this man actually had to change his mind, Mudashiru Olamineko. And the goalkeeper actually was screaming at his players, not happy with the situation at all. Easy does it in this situation, and that's just how to take a lead, how to score a goal with a header. Good one for Sadiq again.
When you dominate, you want to make it count, and that is what Crown FC have done in the last 10 minutes. 63 minutes on the clock, Inter Lagos 0, Crown FC 1. The away side in search of their first away win of the season, and they are in front against the league leaders here on away territory.
And what the game is going to be, getting their first goal from, or getting their first victory away at the table toppers. Then we are in for some competition in the National League.
A bit of a collision now. Well, emotions falling over now. Both players having a go at each other. Could see emotions now. Shakiru Giwa not too pleased with his technical team, just shoving them away from the situation. Now the center referee in the heat of the moment, right there, having a close look at every of the melee that has happened in that situation. We've got a player down. It's the goal scorer for Crown FC.
Was being pulled up by an opponent at a point when he felt he wasn't going to get up rather. He just left him again to his own fate. And he landed badly, and he took advantage of that. This is a clear situation. It was just a push, a shove actually. He actually had the first contact. And he had to retaliate in that situation, but it was just a normal tap or push. And you don't expect it to escalate to this point, but you know players will take advantage of situations. And that's just what we've seen so far in this one.
Oh, beautiful, not too pleased with the way his teammates was handled in that situation. Inter Lagos, they want to get the game going, trying to roll Sadiq into the sidelines so the game can carry on, but standing for his teammates in that situation. He needs to be careful. Beautiful Ganyu. You love to see players standing up for their teammates, but sometimes you need to do it with tact, do it with caution. Both players now, both managers rather, looking to the bench now for options. Inter Lagos and Crown FC making those substitutions, hoping to see what they can take away from this game. .66 minutes on the clock. Inter Lagos trailing on home soil against the Agility Warriors of Crown FC. Searching for the equalizer now, Inter Lagos. A low cross into the box. Anywhere will do with the clearance. Interlagos trying to get themselves back in this game. Cross into the box, looks good. The header was the target, and it's in. Dave equalized. A great response from the home side. Oh, the fans loved every bit of that one. It is Hassan, the substitute, on the number 29 jersey. Well, the header was tame, but you have to put this down to poor goalkeeping from that man in goal for Crown FC. Murayo or Yelami has really cost the side here. Poor goalkeeping, no force from the header. And Interlagos have drawn level here.
One of the easiest saves you could have in the world of football. He actually headed that one into his own net, missed it completely, and you could see the surprise from his defender, Aruno. How do you miss that? Easy header to him, and unfortunately, Bashiru will be taking advantage of this one. Oyelami should be doing better. A man who's been really composed all the game. That's not a way to save a ball, but that's what we're seeing in this one, costing his own team an away victory.
Oh, what a game we'll have in our hands. 2 second-half goals, setting us up for an interesting final 21 minutes of normal time to look out for in this second 45.
It's going to be really interesting. Abiola Ibrahim is on. That's the man who wants to run the flanks right now. I think he's taking over from Sadiq Rilwan. He was actually injured in that situation, the man who got the only goal for Crown FC, that beautiful header. All squared now with 2 headers. Maybe 2 headers that would have been saved. But this second one actually was a huge surprise, and you wonder what happened to the goalkeeper with something that easy. Morayo Oyelami was very instrumental in the whole game, controlled his defense so well, and you wonder what he would have saved easily. Should be costing him in that a goal of that magnitude.
Corner kick for Crown FC. Can they get themselves back in front in this game? Corner comes in. Well dealt with by the Interlagos defense. Free kick for the visitors. Now it's becoming lively here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. The fans having a say here.
I actually called it, Manny. We're going to be enjoying the later part of this game, saving the energy for the last. And it's really going to be even tougher with the way it is going.
70 minutes on the clock. Interlagos 1, Crown FC 1. Can the home side turn things around in this fixture? On the break now, the home side is Ganu trying to weave his magic. Hack down on the box, play on, says the referee. Well, he wasn't calling for it, stood up quickly. Knew it was a tame attempt to win a penalty in that instance. It's beautiful for Crown FC.
In all sincerity, you must give it to the referee. He's been spot on in those penalty calls. Clearly seeing what the players are trying to do.
One back in a delicate position. This is a chance for Interlagos. Decided to go all alone. Not the best of options, but gets the adulation from his coaching crew. The goal scorer. When you get the equalizer, you have that confidence to go on. But poor decision in the end there from Hassan.
Really poor decision. And he had Bashiru just on his right to have given that pass to, but unfortunately decided to go for a goal. A lot of errors happening, but they will take advantage of it, and it's just about one team being careful and being more
clinical. Here's a chance now for Interlagos. They've got the ball in the box. All the chances are coming now for the home side. Well-timed intervention there from the captain. Well, still looking for a goal in this game. Ganu, that was a chance. Hacked down by 2 yellow shirts. Maybe not the cleanest of strikes, but great defending from Crown FC, you want to say.
He was caught up right there. Hardly was able to do anything. Mudashiru Lawal coming from the back, and you also see the support marking from the captain of the Crown FC team, making it all tougher for him to make any decision right there. He touched the ball clearly, but unfortunately he couldn't make a good strike on that one. I think he should have shooted himself well before shooting that one. Unfortunately for the Upton time, Olanio Gafar is not going to be getting a goal for now in this game.
The final minutes of this game definitely going to be interesting. A great response from the home side. That's how you respond when you go behind.
Well, most times you don't have to wait. You don't have those situations every time. You don't have those opportunities every time to get such equalizer.
Our center referee Kabiru Sadiq brought out the yellow card. And it has gone to the goalkeeper, who would maybe look back at this game in regret. Morayo Oyelami for Crown FC.
Clearly time wasting. Had every opportunity to hit that ball quickly. But maybe he's comfortable with the draw. I think he should be looking to push that ball out after considering an unnecessary goal.
Taligos coming forward. Diagonal pass to the left-hand side. One touch too many there from Hassan, the goal scorer, just giving away possession. Throwing for Crown FC. Well, both teams clearly are going for this, going for maximum points in this game. Beautiful Ganu is giving away a throw in here. Substitution for the home side. The head coach Shakiru Giwa not afraid to ring the strangers now. So he calls for more option from the bench as they try to turn things around in this fixture. Wisdom Solomon off the bench for the final 15 minutes of this fixture.
He's got a lot to do. Maybe we're looking to push forward in that attack or help the midfield. This is actually a statement game already. He's moving to that flank where you had his teammates running the things over there. Maybe we're playing from the flanks, or maybe playing from the right back or wing back.
Well, the pass just overhit there for Hassan. And after a beautiful turn, he's in the mood. So he continues to search for his brace in this fixture. Applying all the pressure now into Lagos. Two throws in quick succession. Abubakar conceding the other. Sometimes you wonder if the fans can just jump onto the pitch and get a taste of the action. The screams are loud now. You could hear them from the commentary box where we are sitting. Oh, nicely done. Here's Wisdom Solomon now, the substitute for Interlagos. What can he do from this situation? A chance of Wisdom to strike. Not so much precision in that one, but a decent try. Goal kick for Crown FC.
Same color that lacked in that false strike from the man who was playing that wing before now, Alanio Gafar. Wisdom Solomon trying to carve out something interesting, but unfortunately couldn't hit it as well as he wanted. The caller was missing. He should be doing better if he has another opportunity.
Double substitution for Crown FC. Hamid Ahmed and Raheem, the two players coming on for Crown FC. Emmanuel David and Berifun Ganil, the two players making way.
A complete change of the attack. These guys have really been the ones running the things. Berifun Ganil will not be happy leaving the pitch, not scoring that opportunity. He would have just put in the back of the net to at least set the tone for scoring. Maybe they would have gotten the second goal from Sadiq Riowan.
Two headers has given us goals in this game of football. Sadiq Riowan for Crown FC with the opener, and Hassan with the equalizer for Inter Lagos. The home side now showing all the urgency that almost gave away possession in that instance. Here comes Crown FC on the attack. Offside. The action too close to the assistant there on the right hand side, so maybe pretty much sure of his decision in that instance.
I think there's a callback for Azan Bashir. He actually pulled Ibrahim Abdullahi down in that situation, and I think he's doing too much. He has to be careful. His communication is really poor. Good to know that he got the goal for the team. A couple of times he doesn't know when to allow his teammate get the ball. He's always in for everything, and that's costing them a bit.
Confirmation, that wasn't an offside call. It was actually a free kick for Crown FC. Play called back as a result of that challenge.
I think the flag was raised, but the referee had no option than to go back to the last call, actually. That ball advantage was what he was trying to play at first. But when he saw it wasn't working, he had to call back the free kick. Spot on from the referee.
A poor corner this to concede for Crown FC. Hopefully they don't reel this one. Mudashiru Olamileko giving away a corner. Final 10 minutes of normal time left to play in this clash. Corner for the home side. Options waiting in the box. Well, a poor corner. He's got a chance to try again with the cross. Headed out once again by Mudashiru Olamileko. Another corner for Crown FC. This time he needs to do better from that corner kick.
You wonder why they are not making, taking advantage of the outswingers. Good balls are going so much to the goalkeepers. It's easy, and this time around it's actually tame. And like you mentioned, he has to do better with this one.
5 blue shirts waiting to attack this one. Poor corner in the end. Easy for the goalkeeper this time.
Corners are enough for you to get a victory if you take advantage of it. But I've not seen that with these guys. The home team have really struggled in taking that. I think Basit should be doing better with what he just did again.
Poor challenge there from Jeremiah. He's been given the captain armband since the departure of Njoku Uchenna.
Good to see the goalkeeper back on his feet, Morayo Yelami. It was a bit of a contact, but not like he went on all out for it. He wanted to get the ball, but the goalkeeper was smarter and faster.
Definitely a foul. Advantage for the home side. Time running out into Lagos in search of a win. Looking to make it 3 wins on the bounce. Back-to-back wins against Edel FC. in the last 2 games. Wisdom has given away possession easily there. A nice spread to the right-hand side, but denied by the control there. Beautiful pass.
And a great attempt from that control for the man, Ibrahim Abdullahi. Went really well for that one, but I think he just needed a bit more space to get that ball into the pitch.
Oh, he showed great desire, showed great tenacity to get to the end of that one. But hurt himself in the process. Poor defending there. There's Kuyum for Inter Lagos. Kimperu Kuyum just trying to get to the end of that one.
Is he okay? Ask him.
I just expected him to maybe make a cross into the box. Unfortunately, he was trying to do it back heel. There was no way he was going to get that. Put all his energy to that. Unfortunately, it didn't work out perfectly.
Inter Lagos trying to go in front for the first time in this game. Here's Wisdom once again. Wisdom with the cut back in the box. Played out by Haruna Abutu. It's a corner for the home side. Wisdom will take the corner this time. He's left-footed, so it's going to be an in-swinger. Corner comes in from Wisdom, too close to the goalkeeper. This time, it's done brilliantly. Coming for those aerial balls, he's been impressive, and he makes you wonder how he considered that goal earlier on.
You just wonder, like you said, he was composed all game, but that's what football is about. There was actually contact on that one, and the referee spotted it. Morayo Yelami saved the ball so well. Wouldn't let it down even after the whistle had gone. A man who seems to have the experience, but just one moment of uncertainty put him in that kind of a situation. Maybe Crown FC would have been dreaming of going home with a victory. But I tell you, Manny, no matter how this game ends, this is a statement game for Inter Lagos and also for Crown FC. It's about proving they belong among the contenders, talking about Inter Lagos. For Crown FC, it's reminding everyone that the tradition still carries weight, that they've actually been in the EPFL before, and you can see that strength and that physicality they've shown all game. It's shown that they've got quality, they've got experience. But putting the ball in the back of the net let them down today, and that beautiful Ganu miss might just cost them their first away victory against the table toppers. But who knows, 5 minutes to go, they can still turn things around for themselves.
A substitution for the visitors. Ibrahim Abdullahi will be making way for Abraham David. Ibrahim David on for the final 4 minutes plus added time. Another beautiful diagonal to the right hand side. Inter Lagos coming forward. Well, one touch too many. Lack of awareness there. Crown FC has won back possession, but not without infringement. Spotted by the referee. Free kick for Inter Lagos. Crucial moments. Crucial stage of this game now. The visitors will clearly be satisfied with the points back to Bomosho, even though they are so close to picking up maximum points by virtue of opening the scoring in this game.
And that's why they stay alive, they stay a lot. They've made a career out of surviving moments like that, and that's what they're trying to prove again in this game. You know what they can always push out for Crown FC, a team that once played in the MPFL. They keep reminding themselves that they can still make it happen. Unfortunately, that goal let them down and made it a bit more difficult. But all hopes are still very much alive. on the ground here at the Bolaji Johnson Arena. So let's see how they work it out. I love the fact that even Sporting Lagos are pushing really hard to see that they get a victory in this game, and that makes it an opportunity for them to counter on the other side. Crown FC.
For the umpteenth time, beautiful diagonal once again to the right hand side. And now the substitute Abraham David with his very first involvement since coming on. Closed down by a host of blue shirts, but he's done well to win the corner.
I think he delayed on that ball. It would have been a one touch after that control. You had your man running in, just play the ball with your outside foot, and it would have been a true ball, near perfect for a goal. But I think he just wanted to display those skills, and maybe he didn't see what I was seeing from this end. An opportunity to make it up for the corner, through a corner rather.
Corner for Crown FC. Fataya Shaw screaming at his technical area. The corner comes in. It's a hit hard. Interlagos will clear. A chance to strike, looks good. Inches wide. Hurt in moments for the Interlagos faithful there.
Just see how he responded. Not happy with the situation. He felt he had won it for his team. Abdullahi hit that one with precision, Hakeem Abdullahi. But unfortunately, just a bit wide off the post. Completely beating the goalkeeper in that situation.
Majestic clearance. Well, from Crown FC needs to be careful. Watch it with the drop ball. Free kick for the home side.
Clearly free kick. Well, clearly a free kick actually. Was trying to win that ball. You know that adrenaline rush, and when you come off as a substitute, you want to impress your coach. You also want to help your team get a victory. The ball was in the air. Well shielded by the defender. He had no option than to just have a nudge on him to get the ball. But unfortunately, the referee was very much smart on this one. Saw everything clearly and gave that free kick with ease.
.90 minutes on the clock. Still all square here at the Bolaji Johnson Arena. 7 minutes of added time. 7 minutes for these two sides to claim maximum points in this fixture. Long throw into the danger area. Possession back to the home side into Lagos. Majestic header there from Mudashiru Olamilekon. Credited with the assist for the opener. Play on, says the referee. Great football now, a chance for Crown FC. Can they get themselves back in front? Well, he's got support. Chance to strike hard and low. Great goalkeeping from Ajabi Saviour. Some attempt on target for the visitors.
Saviour actually saved that one. And, it was a beautiful strike, but unfortunately not with the power that was needed to get a goal in this game. He should be doing better in that situation, but you know it was a rush. The substitute hit the ball for himself. And good teamwork again from Crown FC.
Approaching the second of the 7 added time. Here's Hassan, the goal scorer for Interlagos. Twisting and turning, poor pass in the end. Possession given away easily.
And this is a confirmation for that man, Hassan Bashir.
Cross into the box, headed out. That man who's been instrumental in that defense, Aminu Abubakar for Crown FC all game. Repelling those crosses. Not the tallest of players, but has got a handful of headed clearances in this game. Corner for Interlagos. Boma has been given the responsibility to take this one. There's something about the corners of Interlagos, sometimes too deep. Wisdom robbed off the ball easily. Crown FC now will come forward. Interlagos have sent bodies forward. A beautiful diagonal to the left. Goalkeeper off his line. Saviour read that one brilliantly. Possession now back to Interlagos. On the right hand side, he's got options in the box. He's delayed the pass, but looks good. He's fell kindly to Wisdom. Wisdom has took a first touch. The cutback comes another strike. Was that the moment for the pride of Lagos? Akim Peru Koyum couldn't hit that one on target.
Really a poor strike from him. What a ball you saw from Wisdom Solomon right there. He was really wise, deceived everyone, and he all started from the right side. Across to Wisdom. He gets the ball, looks like he was going to hit that one hard, and just looks at his own Russian player. Cuts back to give the ball to Kuyum, who hits that one really poorly. You just wonder what he was thinking. He couldn't just at least find maybe the bottom corner of the net, where all players and the goalkeeper were on one side. He would have easily put that one to the back of the net. Unfortunately, he chose to go high and hit it really badly, like a rugby strike. I think they both had opportunities to win this game. They've not taken advantage of it. And good one from the referee, actually. I just have to give him that credit. Kabiru Sadiq was wonderful all through the game. Great calls at the right time.
Crown FC is still trying to win this one at the death. Time running out for either side. So we approach the final 3 minutes of added time in this fixture.
Clearly seen by the referee. Had to call that one back. Kabiru Sadiq gave the free kick into the home side. They hit the ball hard, but like I said, I don't think the both sides took advantage of the midfield play. It's been more of long balls from Crown FC, and it's worked for them to a level.
Now this man has seen more of the ball since coming on. A low cross in the box. Jeremiah with the clearance. Abraham David seen so much action down that right hand side since coming on. A bit of an issue here for Crown FC. Still some couple of minutes in added time to play. Just from the attempt of playing that low cross. Just maybe twisted something there.
Clearly twisted it. Looks to be back on his feet. Ibrahim was going to hit that one hard, but unfortunately couldn't. But joyfully he's back on his feet. That's one of the craziest injuries you want to have. Anything that's got to do with the knee, the Achilles. It could take you out for months. But they've continued the game as quickly as possible. Ibrahim trying to be involved again.
Interlagos at the dying stages of added time on the back foot. Crown FC trying to nick this one at the death. Arola has stayed down for the visitors. Arola Ibrahim, a second half substitute for the visitors. Well, the referee seems to be calling for the stretcher. So see a replay of the situation there.
Clear simulation. He actually kicked his player, or kicked the opponent, like Babi, who actually wasted some time right there. He was lucky, but Ibrahim should be doing better. Arola Ibrahim, you knew there was no touch on you and you had to go down, but it's some kind of trickery you expect from footballers every now and then.
Sometimes you wonder, the referee was clearly calling for a stretcher there, calling for support.
He knew what he was doing. If you say you're not going to get up, then go out.
Long throw into the box. Final moments of this game, a good cross into the area. Won the header nicely on the volley. Was weak in the end. Saviour was on hand to make that save. The referee has seen enough. 7 minutes of added time. It is 4 shared here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. And this result has seen these two sides pick up just 1 point from this game. You think any of these two sides deserve more from this game?
I think they had both had opportunities to win the game. It looks more like Crown FC created the best of chances but could not take advantage. And you could also see the same in the dying embers of this game. Kuyum missing that chance, the number 10 man who came on as a substitute for Interlagos. So it could have gone either way. It was a case of experience versus ambition, if you ask me. And I tell you, composure versus courage also played a role in this one. And this match has given us everything. And I must say, these two teams are far from done when you talk about them going on to win the league. But Interlagos have still got a couple of work to do if they have to get the title.
Even Stevens, after 90 minutes of action, a clash here in Lagos, has seen both sides picked up just a point in this match day 11 clash. Full-time score at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena is Interlagos 1, Crown FC 1. The Mobolaji Johnson Arena have just witnessed 90 minutes of football in action here. Crown FC clearly delighted to have picked up a point here against the league leaders. A decent result if you look at it holistically for this Crown FC side. The players will definitely prefer a point than none. When you go to the league leaders, you want to make sure you put on a performance. They scored first. Well, as you can see on your screen, the official man of the match from this match day 11 clash, Agbabi Kingsley of Interlagos. It was his birthday on Valentine's Day. And a couple of days after, he's been named man of the match in a home fixture against Crown FC. Well, in case you missed the action, we've got some of the highlights from the second 45. Well, it was a game that was drab in the first 45, but in the second half, it came alive. Both teams getting themselves on the score sheet. Well, that man has been a short all game in goal. Morayo Oyelami for Crown FC coming out to claim those aerial balls to perfection. And this time, it was impeded. In that instance, the referee clearly in the action there. Just fouled by Oyedele Adebayo in that instance, but he stood on his feet to make the recovery to properly claim that aerial ball. And in the 55th minute, a long throw into the danger area. A poor clearance, almost putting a one into the back of his own net. Would have been a comical on goal had it gone in. Clearly trying to make the clearance, but just poorly executed there. Emmanuel David with a glorious ball into the 6-yard area for Berufung Ganiu. The best move all game. A perfect chance for him to get his name on the score sheet. Restored into the lineup for this fixture, and that was a glorious chance. The pass was inch perfect, but the execution for the finish was poorly timed. And here comes the goal in the 65th minutes. A free kick for Crown FC. Cross into the box from Mudashiru Alamelekon. And that man was on hand to head home. Sadiq Riwan with the easiest of header. A bit of an offside decision there, but the flag stayed down. And he made no mistake with the header. The easiest headers he will score all game. Mudashiru Alamelekon has been giving it a goal from those free kicks, trying to get one at the goalkeeper, but this time he decided to go for the cross. It was perfectly timed. But it took less than 10 minutes for Interlagos to restore parity. 2 headers in this game, one from Sadiq, and this one the equalizer from Hassan to restore parity for the Pride of Lagos. You have to put this one down to poor goalkeeping from Morayo Oyelami. The header wasn't headed with so much force. He was straight at the goalkeeper, but just couldn't get it into his lobs. A goalkeeping error there, clearly an error from the goalkeeper. You could see the reaction from Haruna Abutu of Crown FC, putting his hands in the mouth there. They had chance to complete the turnaround in this game. I just couldn't take their chances. Olani or Gafar had a quiet second 45 somewhat. This time, just sandwiched between two yellow shirts. Mudashiru just showing great pace, recovery pace to make that tackle to deny Gafar from scoring back-to-back goals. Well, he picked himself up really well from that error. The goalkeeper, Mariah Oyelami. It's been a perfect evening for the goalkeeper as far as those claims from corners, from long throws are concerned. He will look back at that goal in regret. Another glorious chance in added time for Inter Lagos. Kuyum, all he needed to do was to hit that one on target. Beautiful play, unselfish from Wisdom with the cutback. And Akim Peru Kuyum just couldn't hit that strike. After 7 minutes of added time, no goals after the two we saw earlier. Much needed result for Crown FC. As far as the table is concerned, both teams remain where they are on the log. Inter Lagos remain top with a point here, and it is full time here in Lagos. Inter Lagos 1, Crown FC 1. And as far as NNL fixtures are concerned, we've got Sporting Lagos, the Noisy Lagosians will play host to Goswell Akpabio FC right here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. It was a game scheduled for Sunday, but it's been moved to Monday. So you want to keep it locked on TX3 Sports. Promises to be an entertaining game of football. Well, as far as this fixture is concerned, Inter Lagos, Crown FC, it is sports shared between these two sides. Well, Crown FC will need to watch out for Smart FC, who are currently chasing them as far as the league table is concerned. But for Inter Lagos, they remain top of the log, pending when Beyond Limits will prosecute their game against Sunshine Stars. That game currently underway. We'll wait for confirmation of results. But as far as this game is concerned, we are done here for this fixture. My name is Emmanuel Sebastian. I've done this alongside Azubike Onicha. I want to thank you, the listeners who stayed tuned in this fixture. We'll see you again on Monday. Do enjoy the rest of the weekend. Bye-bye.
What we do at Team 33, it's not just a business. There is power in being able to capture stories and being on a journey. Paying attention to the details. Really caring about the customer feedback.
On 5. Go shot 2.
Team 33 is a outside broadcast company.
Veteran actor. Go shot 5. Go shot 5.
We specialize in delivering top-notch multi-camera event coverage and live streaming services